So as you can see, my pussy willow may be dying. So in case that happens, I took a branch that was an inch thick, cut it off with scissors, and I'm gonna grow roots. I'm just putting it in here in this cup of water with my other plant. And you probably don't want to do that very often, but I'm planting the rooted one tomorrow. So usually you would want to plant it in a separate tank of water or cup of water, so it doesn't get tangled. So it's the next day, and I'm not sure why my pussy willow started dying, but I think it's because it wasn't transplanted in time. The leaves came out, then they just instantly started dying, and there's only about one leaf left, so I'm trying to revive it by it's one of its stems with green on it. So today I'm going to be planting this one with the roots. Hi doggies. Doggies! Look at the plant. You can't eat that. I've also got another willow growing. This one was a big branch I found from a very old willow tree, and it's doing very well. I also cut off a bunch of the branches from it because it was very, very big, and it hardly fit into my car when I took it. But I clipped them off, and I have some little parts that I clipped off here. 3 tiny little ones that I'm probably gonna get rid of. You can see this one's very small. It's far into the ground. There it is. And then this one, it's the longest stick, but these are very small, as you can tell from my hand here. And here's the third one over here. This is very, very muddy soil, so they should do great here. I got a whole garden going on. Some strawberries, various flowers, or soon to be flowers, and I got some bulbs, some new bulbs coming. The dogs got this. It was doing pretty well, but they got it. You gotta be careful with dogs. They like to get into your plants. So I spreaded out the bulbs that they got into, so they would just grow back next year. So they're not dead or anything. And then these are some butterfly flowers, seem to be very small right now. And then this is a globe thistle. It's pretty neat. Doesn't have flowers yet, but oh, and this is really cool. This was a wildflower I found by the creek, and I took a part of it and put it in my garden. I'm trying to get this whole muddy area covered with flowers. So I have my branch and a shovel now, and I'm going over this here fence because I have an area I want to put my willow tree. It's farther away from my property, and I have 2 more willow trees back here from the same branch that I tore off of that other one with a lot of leaves. And these, as you can see, don't have nearly as many leaves because for whatever reason the thicker willow branch wanted to make a lot more, and this is the biggest one. It originally was doing the best, but now that I look at it, I haven't seen it in a while. There's hardly any leaves on it. Probably because of all of the little leaves it has to focus on now. All these buds on my other willow tree are huge, and this is what they started out as, and it's way ahead of this one, but you know, it should get going. It's a very long branch. It's not very pretty looking. I don't know how it's gonna turn out when it's older, since it looks very unorganized right now. I don't know how it's gonna grow. When I have a little pine tree out here too, very tiny little thing. So I'm gonna plant this somewhere out here. I do have a few gourds growing actually. It's gonna be crazy this year. So I was thinking I was gonna plant this out here. Oh, and here's where I got that wildflower at. Very strange, I don't know what they're called. They have lily pad like leaves, and they're all flowering right now in the spring season. Probably late spring by now. No. May's month. Alright, let's plant it right here. It's got enough space around here that it can grow. So let's do it. I gotta hold my willow tree in the same hand I'm filming with. You gotta kind of do 2 things at once here. Alright, and I've got my nice roots on this thing. Gonna go right in there. Stick it right in there. And just fill it all in. And we'll see how it's doing later. Probably do an update on how it's doing in a few months, as the other ones are doing very well right now. This one I got a bit later than the other ones, so it's not as progressed, and I haven't planted it till now, so we'll see. We'll see how it's doing later. Alright, I guess that's all for this one.